Hey guys, welcome back to Moonside, City Skylines, Natural Disasters. Alright, so last time we worked on expanding this neighborhood. We got a nice little bike path right here. I want to get it decorated out eventually. Oh wow, look at that. You got a little bit of mountain biking in the city. But right now the demand for industrial is shooting up. And which is pretty much killing our demand for anything else, really. So, of course, we've had recommendations to put Forestry out on, you know, the other side of the highway, and maybe we should do it over here, have a nice big industrial center. In fact, I'm thinking about it. So how do we want to do that, though? Let's see. How do we want to get people into that portion of the highway? Let's see. So, okay. So I think this section's probably pretty fit. So how do we want to get them off the highway into, say, a grand forestry section? Just to take care of our industrial demand. And then again, I don't know about it. Because we want to eventually have tourism over here. And do we want tourism across from an industry? Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should put industry over here. Maybe we should. That might actually be better. So we can extend this road to go over the highway. And, or do we want it over here? In fact, why not just do it? Let's just do it over here. Let's get rid of this bit. Fix this up, and we'll create an area of forestry over there. In fact, we'll do it along the river, since, you know, it's like the shit river. We can maybe get rid of these. Okay, so today we're gonna be remodeling this bit to fit traffic to go over it. Now, there's a couple ways you can do it. There's basically a kind of circular overpass we could do, or we could just extend the road to go over, and it's gonna really depend on traffic. In fact, we'll do it the easy way first, and then if it turns into a problem later, we'll fix it. So we're gonna get rid of this bit. So yeah. Should make things easy enough. There we go. And then we'll probably have to snip those bits. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and we'll go ahead. And do we want to make it... Let's leave it a 6 lane, because people are going to want to get across. So... we'll page up. Set them across. That, and then there we go, and we'll be able to put some industry over here. And in fact, there's some trees, but for some odd reason, forestry seems to kind of take care of itself. Okay, now we're gonna be able to get that. I may have fudged that a bit. Let's see. Can we fit that here? Yeah, that'll work. Good. And then where do we want to snap this one, in fact? Kind of want that to go there. Snapping's not happening. And then that'll go there, and then there. Simple but effective, and it should work for now. Now, of course, if it turns out to be too congested, that hasn't created a stoplight. Why has that created a stoplight? Why has that created a stoplight? Oh, I think it's anything that connects to a road creates a stoplight. if it were to a highway. Yeah, so we'll probably eventually want to switch that off. So we may end up changing this sooner than expected. That's okay, though.
Well, concerned listener, I think you are confused.
Oh, there we go, our big town, we made it. Population of 7,000, so we can buy another tile. We've got leisure and specialization. So we got a bunch of new policies. Harsh prison sentences.
Thanks for listening.
Tax raise for low density. Man, we've got a lot. VIP area. Any and all shelters in policy area are reserved only for citizens living in policy area. Oh, so it's like for disaster. Lightning rods. What's tallest buildings to install lightning rods. Okay, cool. And of course, our leisure centers. Let's go to leisure. Leisure specialization areas stop generating tax income, but get a hefty boost to their entertainment and attractiveness values. Okay. Tax relief for offices. Okay, so now we've got our big city stuff. So now we've got high density offices, commercial. In fact, you know what? I was gonna say, because this counts as industry, and if we're gonna start building our big city, that wouldn't be a bad thing. But we'll go ahead and build forestry, because I said I was going to, and that was the plan for today. So, oh yeah, we've got incineration now, so we can actually start working on getting rid of those dumps. We've got metro. I haven't even set up any travel yet. We have saunas. That works for medical. We've got prisons. We've got tall radio mast. Let's see, a tall radio mast allows emergency broadcasts to reach your citizens. The better radio coverage the city has, the more likely citizens are to come to shelter when called. Terrain can hinder radio signals. Oh, neat. Large emergency shelters, so disaster stuff. Police helicopter depots. Fire watch towers. Ooh, that might be good. So let's see. Firefighters man fire watch towers, spot forest fires early. The sooner fires are spotted, the faster they can put it out. A forest fire can spread to the city if it reaches community buildings. Okay, cool. Deep space radar. Worried about meteors striking the city? Get deep space radar. The radar scans the heavens for any asteroids prone to hitting the city area. If a meteor strike is incoming, the radar will calculate the approximate area of impact, size of the meteor coming right for us. The building covers the whole city. Neat. Now what do we got here? Earthquake sensor. This earthquake center in the ground warning of seismic activity. The sensors detect not only earthquakes, but also a sinkhole is forming. Sensors show you the approximate location of the disaster well before it happens. So I guess you could hit it early. Okay. Yeah, so we got our university. We've got our incineration plants. An earthquake sensor. Okay, sweet. So we can start doing the incineration now. That takes off. Let's go ahead and do that because we've got garbage filling up, and we can start maybe converting some of these power things. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this off. We'll turn these into. Do we want to? Yeah, we'll do that. So go ahead and empty these. And that'll basically fill up these two, but the hopeful idea is maybe... Not yet. Let's not do that yet. Let's go ahead and get ready for one incineration plant. Okay, speed up the city. So when that one empties out, we'll be able to get some incineration going. We still don't have trains yet, do we? No, not yet. So I still can't fix... It's weird how I've got metro. I've got metro, but yeah, I still can't fix that old train track. Oh well. It doesn't matter really until we get trains anyway. Just means we don't have the trains passing through. Okay, so back onto this task. And then we can start working on the big city. That's gonna be fun. Alright, so we're not upgrading. Here we go. Do we want to have like... how do we want to do this? How do we want to do... Big crunking... Well, it's just forestry, to be honest. We're not gonna do like the big grungy industrial. Because now that we got offices, we can take care of a lot of industrial need. It might be something, let's just do it for now. It might be something we get rid of later. In fact, we probably will. We'll probably end up repurposing this whole area. Let's make sure we do this right, because industry really, I think forestry especially, just really creates the traffic. Alright, so if we wanted to do forestry specialization... Oh yeah, we have to market first. I forgot about that. So we go ahead and set up the district. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up repurposing this later. I already don't like it, but it's to cover some industrial needs. So we swap that. That's now for industry. And then we'll get some power out here and water. We'll let that fill up like that. Then let's see, where's... We'll just let water come in like this. There we go. And power, it's already made it. So good. So yeah, look at that. Forestry, like I say, it seems to take care of itself. It doesn't seem to matter too much about, because we may want to get a fire tower out here. Do we have fire coverage? We don't have... We may really want to get fire coverage out here, so let's do that. It looks like we've got crime happening. We don't have a lot of police coverage. Where's the other police station? That's on the other side of town. Let's get... That doesn't want to go right there. Let's put a police station right there. That should make those people happy. Alright. That has really, really dropped our industrial demand, which is good. There we go. Green Hills, it's even appropriately named. And they can even scoop water, you know, they can scoop water out of the river. You know, that nice fertilized water. That'd be good. Oh yeah, look at it. They do look so nice. I've always had trouble with forestry as well, because a lot of people don't seem to want to work in forestry. Like, this area will eventually somehow end up with, like, having no workers, and everyone will abandon it. It seems to be the thing that always happens. Okay, so we can actually buy the new section. So now, do we want to... Let's see, let's go ahead and do it. So we'll buy this section. Man, it would almost be great if we could take up these sections. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and purchase that. That makes things a lot easier. So now we got this nice big square, and I can start running the highway through, which is the next preparation for what we want to accomplish, because we're going to run highway. We're going to make a highway connection, and it's basically... It's gonna come through the city, and probably this will be the back end of the city. We'll eventually expand the city, the deep city, you know, out further this way. And have it probably cross the river here and just curve basically all the way over here and reconnect up to the highway over here. So, you know, the town is basically completely encircled. And plus now we don't have this barrier, so we got plenty of space to work on our city over here. So let's go ahead and get the highway laid out. So the best way we want to do this, because we're basically branching highway onto highway. And I think the best way to do that is going to be... What is this? Road maintenance depot, oh yes. Do we want to go with the clover? It might be the easiest way to deal with it. That's weird, the traffic slows down when I put it over. The clover might not be a... Yeah, see, look, I'm already having trouble getting workers. For some reason, workers... People don't want to work in forestry. It's such a weird thing. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, let's... Oh, man, the clover. It's bigger than I thought it was. Or bigger than I remember. Or do we just... Actually, no, we don't want to do the clover. We want to do this thing. Because I don't think we're going to have highway pouring up here for any reason whatsoever. So yeah, we'll use this thing. So, oh man. It sucks because we might just have to build our own. Think we can build our own? Because that comes out so much more than I want it to. I really want the highway to like... But it's that border section. Damn it. Do I think I can repeat this? I don't think I can repeat this. That's the worst part about it. So if we, and the problem is, it's gonna have to go here. It's gonna be going smack in the middle of the city, and I don't know if I like that. Do I like it? Actually, it might not be too bad, because you know, the city is gonna grow up around it. That won't be... You know what? That won't be too horrid. I think that'll be okay. Alright, let's do it. Let's stop him-hawing at this point. Take out these sections of highway. How much do I need to remove? At least one more section. Nope, go that way. Ugh, God. Delete one more section. I wish they just kind of snap on. Be nice. Especially right there. There we go. And then we'll just... I want the highway to elevate through the city too. Is this how I want to do it, or can I think of a different way of doing this? No, this is honestly one of the better ways of doing it. Okay. So let's see, we need to connect... Why, what's the problem? Out of city limits. Well, of course it's gonna be out of city limits. I can't do anything about that. Oh, look at that. That was awful. How am I supposed to... Wait, how am I... How... How... That...
You're listening to the classics. The
Shit.
city's home for the
How am I gonna
hits
deal
of
with
the
this?
80s,
That's...
90s and onward.
That's saying it's out of city limits. How do I fix that?
Is. I'll be playing some lesser known
Ah,
jams
shit.
from those eras.
How do I fix
Go
that?
away.
There's nothing I can do about that. Why let me... I literally can't do anything about this. Because the... Out of city limits. Oh god. I literally can't do anything about this. Because part of my highway is... Is there anything? It's because of the selection tool. Okay, this is gonna be weird, but maybe... Will this work? Aha! There we go. That fixed it. Oh, thank God. I was worried. I was so worried there that we just basically buggered it because we couldn't hit that bit. Oh, thank God. Okay, so now we can... We just needed a selection that was... Oh yeah, that connection looks like shit. It looks totally awful. Okay, stop connecting there. What are you doing? Okay, so then we'll probably elevate this portion of the highway and just kind of run it through. Alright, so basically what's gonna happen is... Oops, not like that. And then we're gonna run it through, basically run it across. Like this. I didn't select it to go down, but that's fine. Okay, and then we'll curve it, so... Like, give it a big old curve. So, like... It'll basically just curve around like this. And then we'll probably honestly have to have it connect over there just beyond. Well, look at that. You get a bit of a corner. That's okay. And then basically we're gonna do this the same way. Now, of course, you're all gonna go, well, you're doing the highway the wrong way. There is an easier way instead of me having to so let's see. Go right, yeah. Because instead of having to basically trace my way backwards, I'll do it this way. So let's see. God damn it! Why does it do that? I'm trying to rotate the camera and it's placing when I try to rotate. Anyway. This is gonna be the hard bit. Because... where do I... Does that look okay? That looks... If I just stretch it right about to here? Yeah, that looks about as good as I'm gonna get it, so... And then we want to... this is gonna be the hard part too. In fact, let's just do it like that, and then... Go. Don't snap. In fact, snapping is very bad right now. Not snapping will make things infinitely easier. There we go. That doesn't look too horrible. You got that weird bendy spot, but... And then we'll work on this bit here. So we want... We'll probably do another bit of a tri-piece there. Do we think we can fit one? These things are insanely large. may have trouble connecting it. It may fit if we finagle it a bit. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to finagle it a bit, but yeah, basically, unless we could just do this. In fact, why didn't I do that over here instead of creating that big ol'... How has this been done? Oh, shit, I just took down a tree. Okay, hang on. Let's look at this one. Because this is kind of what we're gonna want to repeat over here. So basically, it's creating a lot of curves. So we bring this down. We're gonna want to bring this bit of highway down. Probably, let's bring it out just over the tracks. There we go. Oh, there's a nice little bubble in the highway there. Okay, so... page it down there, bring it out here. Don't snap. There you go. Okay, that should work. Now, the way they've done it is, I could probably, let's bring this out just a little bit further, honestly. There we go, and then let's see, which direction is the highway going? This way. Okay, so we actually do want curves here, and we'll snap it. Okay, there we go, and that looks roughly like this one, and then this one, oh god, this one's... We're gonna have to go like really far around. This one's gonna be tricky. So basically... Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Where does... It does such a crisscross. So we may want to start it... like over here. Okay, so we need... If these guys are going to get on this portion of the highway... these guys can get on this portion. But these guys need to get on this portion. So... they're gonna want to... Shit, how am I doing this? Okay, first. Let's fix this bit. So I'm just right-clicking, and it's changing the direction of the highway. And that was the reason I did them both in the same direction, because it was just easier to, you know, trace in the same direction than it was, and fix it after, than it was to have to, you know, go backward, basically go backwards along the whole strip. It made it a lot easier just to go ahead and make it go the wrong way first, then, you know, repaint the arrows later. See? All fixed. That's not fixed. That was right. There we go. So now the highways are running in the right direction. Okay, so how did... This does get confusing. So the people coming off... So these guys can get on, but these guys... These guys can go that way. Oh right, I'm not trying, I'm doing this the wrong way. Oh yeah, here you go. So you want the people to basically be able to curve around. So people on that side are going that way. So we're trying to get people, oh god, this confuses me a little bit. Bear with me on this, folks. We're gonna go a little bit long so I can try to get this. Okay, so we're not upgrading. That is not a curve. That is not a curve. Almost. This is gonna look awful. I snap it here, and you see what it does to that corner? It's like, here's where I'm telling it the corner to go, and it's putting the corner there. Maybe it's snapping doing it again. No, it's not. Why does it do that? I'm telling it, snap here! Damn it. You guys are gonna make this impossible. Okay. Fine. So let's go ahead, I guess we'll just... It's gonna have to, because the pillars. Can we make that not look? Ugh. That looks. That I'll admit that just looks awful. That is not quite as elegant as that, is it? I think it's because I'm going out too far. Okay, so anyway. God, that looks awful. Okay, so basically we want these guys to be able to get onto this portion of the highway. How do I keep confusing myself here? How do I keep confusing myself? Okay, so these guys can get off over here, they can go this way. Now these guys need to be able to get off and go this. Oh god. Why can't I not remember this? Each and every time I look at this, I cannot remember it. So these guys... Yeah, so we want to curve them off. This is the most god-awful thing I have ever created. Oh god. It works though, I think it works. Does it work? Nobody's gonna use it. People are using it. They're using it like a shortcut, okay. God, that is ugly as shit. But it works, so people going this way, they can get off on the highway and go this way or go on. These people, they can get off and go this way. They can get off and go this way or go that way. Okay. So that's working. Actually, that's gonna cut down on some of the traffic. Okay. So everything works. Oh god. I'm gonna have to clean that up later. I don't know why. For some reason, I just could not visualize it. No matter how many times I looked at this one. Sorry. No matter how many times I looked at this one, I could not visualize it. And it still looks like the most unelegant piece of crap crap I've ever created, but oh well, you know what? It works, and I went long to do it. And nobody is working in Forestry, because that seems to be how Forestry works. I don't understand that bit. But anyway, the demand for residential is rising, which is great. So we can start building the big city next time. Man, the highway bit just took us forever. So yeah, we'll be able to make, you know, the big city, which will be over here. It'll maybe span both sides of the highway here. And we'll connect up this part of the neighborhood to the highway as well. So it should be good. I think we're finally getting set. Yeah, Forestry. Every time I have so much trouble. Nobody ever wants to work in Forestry. Anyway, I've repeated that like 100 times. Alright guys, well, that's gonna be all for me for now. I went long. I apologize for that, but sometimes you just gotta to get things done. So, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.